Hello, and back again to another video today. Since I have no notes and I always speak out of my mind, today I think we should talk about practicing manifestation by doing some specific things. Let's talk about it. I told you already that you can practice your manifestation. Starting small, going bigger, because only that you can manifest what you can imagine to have, what you can have in the now, because you can feel it in the now. These are the things that you can have, you can experience. So if you know it is there, but you have to know it, you know. So I made the example, and there was a comment, I think, about how can I be a billionaire then if I cannot imagine being one? And the answer is you can't. You can only experience what you already are. You can only have what you already got. So, me, I could not imagine being a billionaire. I have no clue how this would feel. Millionaire, yes, but I could not imagine being a billionaire. So, you can train that to go to that, and it is, well, there's plenty of everything for everyone. So, it's an infinite source. But ask yourself, could you imagine being a billionaire? Could you imagine being a millionaire? Could you really imagine owning, I don't know, a Ferrari? Could you? If you cannot do this right now, and you have to be honest to yourself, it's no problem that you cannot do it right now, because we can practice that in small steps so that you then can do it. And these small steps include some techniques, I would say. So first, we can try to manifest smaller things to get confident, to get, well, confident with our manifestation possibilities, our manifestation strength. You can maybe manifest some car plate numbers, some synchronicities, you know, or you think about a specific car, not owning it, but seeing it in a specific color. I tried it like that back then, and I was stunned. I was stunned that it happened, back then it was a mystery to me. Not anymore, but back then. And by that I trained. I did it for fun, you know. I wanted to see this and that, and you can practice that by smaller steps. Let me know in the comments if there is anything you want to know about this. Secondly, you have to practice non-resistance. You have to practice it. Non-resistance meaning you let it happen. You are not reacting to reality. You're not of resistance to something. You can imagine it like that. Resistance being the reality that you do not want to experience is throwing a medicine ball at you, and you catch it, and then you keep it in your arms and carrying this medicine ball instead of just letting it go and gone, you know. You do not have to carry it, just, no. Do not be of resistance, because if you resist things that happen to you in the reality that you do not want anymore, you give them energy, you know? You give them attention and energy. People that are fighting against their illness, they give attention to the illness, not to the healing. You see? I think you know what I mean. So do not resist, let it flow. It's way more powerful, and you will not give attention away to something that you do not like. And you also practice non-resistance by trusting. It is, well, one of the hardest parts, I think, well, yeah, maybe it is, to just trust. When I say only what is true for God is true for me because my Father and me are one, then I trust. And I say it cannot be anything different from what I want. I cannot be sick. I did it, I told you in one of my videos, I did it with my hay fever. I had hay fever severely. And I just said no, I reject it. I trust because God has no hay fever. So how could I have hay fever? I'm an expression of God. I cannot have hay fever, it's not possible. I cannot be sad, I cannot be depressed. It's not possible, because only what is true for God is true for me, because my Father and I are one. Trusting is a good training for your manifestation. Trust it. To be of no resistance to anything. Do not resist, do not give energy to that. Just trust that you and the Father are one. Trust that everything that you want, that you imagine will happen, and did already happen. And by doing that, you're trusting the divine order that is there. You trust the divine law. Everything that is your divine right to have or to be will be given to you, will be. You do not want things that you have no right to have by divine right, by divine order. So trust it, you will be given that. And you can practice the convincing part, and this is very important, to convince your subconscious belief system of a new reality, of other things that it should let energy flow into by just impersonating it right now. There is no better way to change your belief system by impersonating another belief system. How would you react? How would you think? How would you walk? What would you wear? What would you do in your desired reality? And by impersonating that, you will change your belief system. You will let the energy flow into a different direction, which will result in the desired reality that is corresponding with your level of frequency. So you can practice small manifestations like car number plates. You can practice non-resistance by trusting. And of course you can do affirmations. But affirmations without effort. Effort is not good. It is work then. And your subconscious belief system will not be convinced if you have to put work into something to make it happen. Work not meaning a doing, but just repeating affirmations every day, just repeating and building vision boards and having the urge to do it and having the pressure to do it every day. Oh well, it's 6 o'clock, I have to do my 6 o'clock manifestation technique, I have to do my 6 o'clock affirmations. Don't. This effort, this is pressure, that's not good. It will not help the process. And what you can do also is follow your intuition directly. Try it out. Try to do things that your intuition tells you. If you can already listen to it, if you can already hear it, try it out. For me, one of the most important things was to be able to trust the divine order. Nothing can happen. I trust completely. And if there is something in my reality still that I do not like, I reject it. Or I tell, well, just quite literally, I tell this reality to F off. You know what I mean? Because I say, well, no, that's not what I want. That's not what I ordered. I do not want it. F off. It's not. Yeah, come on. Do what you want. I don't care. I do not accept it. And then I go on impersonating the new reality. That was my technique. If you have any questions, let me know and we can talk about this.